Hey, happy Friday, everybody. It is February 22nd and just 2 days until the Academy Awards. That's why I have my butler, Max, here with me today to add a little class to today's Friday Funnies, and I even dressed up for the event. So, Max, may I have the envelope, please? Oh, well, thank you very much. He doesn't say much at all. Well, while we held more primary elections in this country this week, Fidel Castro hung up his cigar in another country. That's right, Fidel resigned this week as the president of Cuba, and he has passed the reins of dictatorship on to his brother, Raul. This is the way that a country should work. You know, no more wasted time on political elections, no more millions of dollars spent on political advertising, and best of all, the TV programming on election night uninterrupted. So take a little tip there. That's the way to handle an election. Just pass it down to your brother. All right, in other news this week, the United States Navy took target practice on a satellite up in space, hit it on the very first shot. The U.S. Navy, good for them. They win anything from the top shelf. And I hope I'm just as on target with this week's Friday Funnies as I aim to tickle your fancy. And if you've ever had your fancy tickled, you know how much fun that can be. Well, our first story, if you live in Ybor City, Florida, or anywhere in that vicinity, I believe it's a suburb of Tampa. In Ybor City, Florida, you might want to join the Relevant Church. The Relevant Church. Pastor Paul Worth is the pastor there, and he issued an edict this week challenging his congregation to take the 30-day sex challenge. What Pastor Worth would like his married members of the congregation to do, just the married members, is to have sex every day for a month and see how that improves their relationship. Well, I think maybe the theme song for this righteous endeavor should be Praise the Lord and Pass the Viagra. All right, like father, like son, like sentences. In Waukesha, Wisconsin this week, a father and son wanted to bond, and they like making videos that they put on YouTube, just like this video here, except their latest entry showed them shooting each other with a taser. Right, Dad would shoot the son and he'd fall on the ground and flop around for a while, then the son would shoot the dad and he'd flop around for a while. And if this isn't stupid enough, then trust me, it is. Anyhow, the taser they were using was stolen from the Waukesha Police Department. Apparently, the senior son, Paul Dupee, the father, D-U-P-E-Y, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, although really, who cares? Anyhow, Paul, the father, had a little problem on New Year's Day, ran his car into a ditch. So the police came to help pull him out. They let him sit in their squad car to warm up. While he's sitting there, he sees an unmanned taser. Said, "Whoa, this'll be fun for me and the boy." And he just stuck it in his pocket. Then they made the video with it, and the police from Waukesha Police Department saw the video on YouTube, said, "You know, that taser looks a lot like the one we're missing." So they went and found Mr. Dupee and his son, and they're currently spending a lot of father-son time together in the same cell at the Waukesha jail. Well, the city of Obama, Japan came out with their endorsement for President of the United States this week. They are endorsing their namesake, Barack Obama. Now, I did not know that you could endorse a candidate if you didn't even live in this country or vote in this country or were anywhere near this country. But apparently you can, and upon hearing this news, Mike Huckabee immediately announced that he has the endorsement from heaven. So good luck to him. We'll see how that works out. Finally, this is why they call it dope. Charles Chambers of Anderson, South Carolina, was arrested a few months ago in a drug raid. As part of that raid, police took $2,000 in cash. And Mr. Chambers wanted his money back. So he went down to the police station, drove down there, said, "I want my $2,000 in drug money back because I spent hard time, selling them drugs." Anyhow, the police told him just, get out. So he went out and got into his car. As they watched him, they said, that car he's getting into looks an awful lot like the description of one stolen 3 hours ago. So they went out and stopped him, and I'll be darned, he had a screwdriver in the ignition that he used to start the car, and he stole the car to go to the police station. He was arrested again, this time charged with TSTBAC, too stupid to be a crook. Hey, that's all I have for you this week, and I know it's still cold and snowy in much of the country, but really, think about the positive. 27 days until spring, 30 days until Easter, 38 days until opening day of the baseball season. You can't beat that. Oh, by the way, there will not be a Friday Funnies next Friday. I'm going to be in beautiful Dublin, Ireland, doing a little pre-St. Patrick's Day reconnaissance. So there will be no Funnies next Friday, but the week after that, be prepared for everything I saw in Ireland. Have a great time. See you in 2 weeks. Very good job. Very good.